Good morning and welcome. I'm glad you're able to join me again for some more Bible reading. This is Brian Sanders. I found something in the Bible that I thought was a bit startling, but nevertheless true. I got this one out of the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 58. It goes something like this. Moses said to Israel, "You must obey everything in the book of God's law, because if you don't respect the Lord," verse 59, "He will punish your descendants with incurable diseases." Verse 60, like those you were so afraid of in Egypt. Remember, if the Lord decides to destroy your nation, He will use any disease or disaster, not just the ones written in the book of God's law. Verse 62, "There are as many of you now as the stars in the sky. But if you disobey the Lord your God, only a few of you will be left." Verse 63, "The Lord is happy to make you successful. But if you disobey Him, He will be just as happy to pull you up by the roots." You know, coming from the book of Deuteronomy, I would say this really tells it like it is. As I went along a little further in the book of Deuteronomy, starting in chapter 30, beginning with verse 19, it goes something like this. "Right now, I call the sky and the earth to be witnesses that I am offering you this choice. Will you choose for the Lord to make you prosperous and give you a long life, or will you be put on a curse and he kill you? Choose life." Verse 20, "Be completely faithful to the Lord your God. Love Him and do whatever He tells you. The Lord is the only one who can give life, and He will let you live a long time in the land that He promised to your ancestors, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob." You know, this is another really good explanation as to why it is so important to obey God or His Son Jesus. The Lord can be our true life giver. You know, this was written down centuries ago, but still holds true even until today. This actual phrasing of these verses came from the contemporary English version of the Holy Bible, and it was last modified in 1995. And I'm so glad you joined me for another episode of my Bible reading. I hope you join me again later on. And just want to say bye, and I'll be gone for now.